child to have a cell phone and why? If you were to have a child, at some point you will have to answer these following questions. Will they have a cell phone? At what age? How much is too much? When is the right time for a child to get their first cell phone? Consider these benefits and explore the risks. Not having a cell phone doesn't mean that your child will turn out perfect, and them having a cell phone doesn't mean that they will be ruined, but at some point you will have to realize at what age is important for them to have a cell phone. This decision is very huge because of the possibilities it opens up, and it deserves long and thoughtful consideration. According to AAP, they have released information about exposure to radiation from cell phone usage. Risk of media in general include obesity, decreased sleep, and distractibility contribution to poor academic performance. AKA YouTube, which is more interesting than math, as they say. So according to this chart, it says that there are multiple complications of childhood obesity, such as sleep asthma, fat in the liver, kidney disease, and many more. Now, along with having a phone, as a child, it could cause many behavioral problems. So, with having a phone at such a young age, you could affect your sleep, as I've already discussed. It causes distractibility contributions. So, as a child, having a phone, it could cause you to have 95% of people report using some sort of electronic device can withhold you going to sleep at night. 3 out of 4 of parents report that their children sleep with at least one electronic device. So overall, it's best to read more than to watch. Do outside physical activities, go to a park, or go swimming in your neighborhood pool. Explore the outside world rather than just letting them be on their phone talking to whoever. Now, at such a young age, there's such thing as risk of social media. As a young kid, most kids aren't aware that what they post on social media could affect their future. Now, many examples from athletes or celebrities or just regular human people that weren't famous at first became famous or hated because of what they were posting. Now, these people, Justine Sacco, a PR consultant, who once had only 170 Twitter followers, became one of the most hated people on earth because she tweeted something that said, "Going to Africa. I hope I don't get AIDS. Just kidding, I'm white." So because she said this in 2013, she was one of the most hated people on earth. Now also, it says right here that there was also a cop who was fired because of what he recorded on his cell phone. He said that nothing like almost shooting someone to set your head right. God, I hate people with knives. So social media causes many mistakes that our children in the future or siblings may not realize they could put their lives in jeopardy too. Most social media mistakes are posting negative or inappropriate comments, posting or being tagged in inappropriate photos, or just not having enough social media profiles in general. Also, having social media or having a phone in general can be a lot of temptation for boys and girls because there's such thing as pornography that, guys or girls can lead themselves into, and the do's and don'ts of girls in the world, which is the selfie culture that us girls get ourselves into because of what we or they might think is just a trending topic or whatever. So imagine being able to see everything the guy you like is doing all day long, a girl had once explained. What would you do if you were to have a child? Wouldn't you worry about their safety and the complications a phone could open their eyes to? As a kid, I was allowed to have a phone, but I had certain rules when I had a phone. My parents had to have my password, and they were allowed to check my phone whenever they wanted to check it. So doing this, I ensured their trust. So in conclusion, set rules or boundary goals when giving a child a phone for their safety and for yours as well. There's multiple things you can do to prevent the negative effects and the outcomes, such as no screen time for at least an hour. Kids could spend an hour with no phone, such as parents along with them to create more bonding time as a family. Now, it says right here that if you read more than you do watch, that it could help you do better, perform better in academics. So it says, by the end of 6th grade, a student would have read the equivalent of 60 whole school days. Student B will have read only 12 school days, and it says student A reads 20 minutes each day. So overall, kids crave outdoor play better or reading better, as they state, than just being on their phone all day. 80% of parents agree that their children enjoy playing outdoors significantly more than they enjoy playing indoors. 2.03 hours on average, parents say their parents spend outdoors each day. So, remember overall, if you're training your kids to make good decisions over time, eventually, whenever they leave you, you can trust that they will make good decisions on their own. Thank you.